Whispers. Before we begin this terrifying tale, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join us, because what you're about to hear will keep you awake tonight. 1. The Forgotten Village. In the hills of an abandoned countryside, there lay a ruined village no one dared to visit. Its houses were crumbling, its streets buried beneath weeds, and in the center of it all stood a moss-covered stone well. Locals called it the Well That Whispers. They said if you leaned too close, you wouldn't just hear echoes of your own voice, you'd hear something else, something that should not exist. 2. The Challenge. Elias, a young traveler obsessed with forgotten legends, heard rumors about the village. He recorded every strange story he could find for his channel, always searching for something darker, something real, when an old man in a nearby town warned him, "Don't go near that well. It whispers lies, then it takes you." Elias only smiled. He thought it would be the perfect video, perfect content, perfect views, and don't forget. Before he set off, he reminded his own audience, subscribe to the channel. This might be my last journey. 3. First night. Elias reached the ruined village at sunset. The air was colder here, unnaturally still. Even insects refused to buzz near the stones. He set up camp in what used to be a schoolhouse. Broken desks, scattered papers, and the smell of mold surrounded him. That night, he dreamed of water dripping, a constant rhythm, drip, drip, drip. When he woke, he realized the sound wasn't a dream. It was real, coming from the well. 4. The Whispers. The next morning, Elias stood before the ancient stone circle. The rope and bucket were gone, but the opening was blacker than any shadow. He leaned forward. At first silence, then a whisper. Elias. He froze. No one knew his name here. No one should. But the voice from below, it called him again, gentle, broken, as if carried on the water. Elias, come closer. 5. Recordings. Shaken, Elias pulled out his recorder. He lowered the microphone toward the darkness. When he played it back, the whispers were louder than when he'd heard them. Dozens of voices, some pleading, some screaming, others chanting words in a language he couldn't understand. But among them, clear as ice, came his own voice, recorded back at him. Don't forget to subscribe. His blood ran cold. He hadn't said that near the well. 6. Second night. That night, Elias dreamed again. He saw people standing in a circle around the well, their faces blurred, but their mouths moved in unison, chanting. One by one, they leaned in and dropped themselves willingly into the abyss. When he woke, his hands were wet, not with sweat, with water. His sleeping bag soaked as if dragged through a river. Yet his camera showed he hadn't left the schoolhouse. 7. The pull. By the third day, Elias felt weak. The whispers grew louder, not just near the well, but everywhere. In the trees, the wind, even inside his skull. Join us, Elias. He resisted, muttering to himself. It's just echoes, just sound. But the whispers shifted. They became his mother's voice, his best friend's laughter, his own voice, saying things he had never said. Why fight it? Don't you want them to subscribe to your story forever? He dropped his camera, trembling. 8. The Descent. By sunset, Elias could no longer fight the pull. He tied a rope around his waist, anchoring it to a broken post, and lowered himself into the black mouth of the well. The stone walls dripped with slime. The smell of decay rose up. His flashlight beam cut through the dark, but only for a few feet before the shadows devoured it. As he descended, he heard more voices. Some he recognized. Others were older, endless, layered upon each other like a choir of the damned. They whispered secrets about him, things no one could know. His childhood fears, his hidden regrets, his private sins, and then laughter. 9. The water below. The rope ended before he touched the water. He dangled, staring at the surface far below. But the surface wasn't calm. It rippled, as if something beneath it was moving. His flashlight flickered. For a second, he saw faces in the water. Dozens, hundreds, all screaming silently, their mouths opening wider than human jaws should. "Elias," they chorused, "give yourself to us." The rope shook. Something tugged from below. 10. The last recording. Elias screamed and tried to climb, but the rope tightened around his chest, yanking him downward. His camera, left at the edge of the well, recorded everything. His voice, distorted by the depth, echoed, "Help, please. Don't listen to it. Don't." Then silence. Only the whispers remained. When villagers later found the camera, they played it back. But instead of Elias's final cries, they heard his calm voice whispering, "Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe." 11. The curse continues. They say the well is still there. If you lean close, you won't just hear whispers. You'll hear Elias's voice, begging, warning, or sometimes laughing. Some who visit never return. Others return, different. Their voices carrying echoes that don't belong to them. And if you're listening to this story right now, lean closer. Do you hear it? That faint sound behind my words? It's the well. It's whispering to you. And it only has one request. Subscribe before it takes you too.